Hey y'all. Okay, what's up? So, okay, got this. So, anyway, this is like my 5th time trying to record this video because I keep messing up. So anyway, I'm sorry. I haven't uploaded in a while. It's been a rough week. Kind of personal, so I'm not really going to share why on YouTube because, well, I don't want the whole world knowing my problems. And so, today, this video is going to be about moving on. So, yeah, because at some point in our life, we all have a time where we just need to move on. Now, I'm not saying it's always going to be moving on from a relationship. It could be moving on from a friendship that didn't work, or moving on when you go from like middle school to high school, or just something like that. It's just moving on in general. Now, I'm only 16, so we're gonna see if I can do anything right in this video on what I say. So yeah, because this should be interesting. But I have done research, so I mean, it should be semi-okay. Anyway, so this is about moving on, and it's one of the toughest things that you are going to ever have to do. Because for like, say you were in a relationship and then you guys break up, you probably loved that person so much. Well, it kind of is terrible when you find out that they didn't feel the same way about you. Or when you find out they were just trying to use you and that all they did was say lies, or when they cheated on you, or, stuff like that. It hurts, but you have to move on. Because let's go back to like the using example, because that's what I am dealing with right now. If they're just gonna use you, you might as well just move on. Like, go find someone else who's a lot better and who won't just use you. Like, it doesn't matter if it's for, or for money, for food, for a place to live, just stuff like that. It doesn't matter. None of it is good, because especially if they're coming in on like your house and using you for your food and your money and your house and all this stuff, it's just overbearing because you're having to do all the work yourself. Now, if they're using you for, well, that's also a bit overbearing, but not as overbearing, I guess. But basically, even if, like, they're using you, you need to move on. And that's hard because it's human nature, especially for girls, to always be like, I can change the person, okay? I can make them see that I'm a great girl and I don't need to just do that all day. So, maybe if I show them that we can have fun doing other things, they'll stay. They probably won't. I mean, some guys I guess you could change, and some girls I guess you could change. And maybe they could see like, oh, well, we do have a lot of fun playing pool or playing video games or jumping on the trampoline or just random stuff like that. So maybe we don't have to do other stuff all the time. But most of the time, they're just going to be like, why do we always do everything but the one thing that I want to do? Like, seriously? It's not that hard. It's one thing. Well, it is that hard, especially if you have a lot of psychological stuff going on. But we're not getting into that in this video. Maybe if I get this up to like 10 likes, I'll do a video on psychological stuff, because why not? Okay, so Anyway, I'm sorry, but it's okay. Moving on is just hard to do no matter what, but it's very, very, very important, because if you always stay in the present, or if you always stay in the past, then you're never going to have a good future. Say, like, if I stayed in the past where this guy used me and where we broke up, and I just stayed in the whole, well, why did this happen, and everything like that, and I didn't move on, it could affect me getting in future relationships. It could affect me not getting married, or getting married to the wrong person for the wrong thing, or stuff like that. So it's very important to move on. If you don't move on after, like, you and your friend have a falling out or something like that, and you guys decide not to be friends anymore, then it could affect you by, you don't trust people as much, and you're always so focused on, this one friend was great and I want them to come back, that you're not focused on all the friends that stayed and everything like that, and then you end up losing them as well. And that's not fun to not have any friends. And then if you, like, move on from, like, one school to another, or if you move on from, like, college to the real world, then that's also hard, and it's important not to be like, I miss everyone from high school, or I miss everyone from middle school all the time, because you're not gonna have any friends in the real world. So, yeah, you just move on, go out, make friends, and have fun. Especially if you just graduated college. I mean, like, seriously. Or high school. Middle school, just be happy you're not in middle school anymore, because middle school's, I hated middle school. Middle school's terrible. So, yeah, moving on, it's very important, because it can infect, that's a thing now. It can affect everything. Like, it can affect, oh my goodness. There was this one person, I'm not gonna say who, but there was this one person who let this guy affect her. No, this isn't me, I promise. Because now this sounds like a stupid angel story, but it's not. Okay, it was one of my friends. She let this guy affect her so much, to the point where she wouldn't listen to the same music she did. She wouldn't go into the same stores that she did while they were dating. And just all this stuff, like, she wouldn't eat the same food, and I'm just like, girl, this isn't okay. Like, you need to move on. Like, continue doing the things that you did, because it's not healthy to just avoid everything. Like, for instance, in my last relationship, he really liked, God, what was it? Shrimp Alfredo. God, I love shrimp Alfredo. And if I avoided that, I'd probably die, because I love it so much. So, I mean, like, I still eat shrimp Alfredo. Does it remind me a bit of him? Yes, because I'm still in the process. It's only been about a little more than 2 weeks. So I'm still in the process of moving on. But, like, I'm not just gonna give up shrimp Alfredo just because that was, like, his favorite food. Like, seriously, it's food. It's just food. What are you gonna do one day when you're, like, out on a date with a new guy or something like that, and the waiter walks by with a plate of, like, shrimp Alfredo? Are you just gonna break down crying in front of your new date? Like, that's not healthy. So that's why you need to move on. Like, continue going to the same stores and everything. Like, if you run into each other, you run into each other. Oh well. It's probably going to happen. You'll probably see each other on the road. You might see each other in the store. Might see each other in a restaurant. Just move on. It's hard, but it's very beneficial. It's very good. And it's not healthy to not move on. If you're always stuck in the past and in the present, you're always worried about, oh, well, I did this then, so what if I do it again later? Well, learn from your mistakes. If you led a guy on to make him think that he could just use you, then don't do it in the future. Because that's your problem. You let him know that, oh, I'm allowing you to do this. You basically allowed him to. Make it very, very clear. We're not doing this. So, like, just learn from your mistakes. Don't dwell on them. There's a difference. And one other thing, if you don't move on and the other person does, that really, really hurts. But they're bound to move on, so you should too. And chances are you'll find someone better. And if you don't find someone better, then I don't know what kind of crazy love life you have, but you should find someone better. And just don't give up hope. Just because there's a breakup, or you have a falling out with a friend, or you start missing all your friends from high school, or something like that, don't give up hope. There's always hope. Go out and make some new friends. Go and talk to some new people, and maybe see where that goes. Yeah, basically just find plenty of things to fill your mind with, to just move on, and eventually you'll feel so much better. That's a promise. Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.